Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Creative Coloring with Iram. Today I'll show you how I colored these beautiful roses. Stay tuned. So today I'll be using the Exotic Blooms marker coloring book and also the Island Garden set. I think I'll just be using the reds and the greens from this set to color one of the pages. I think I'll color this one and I'll just color the roses in red, obviously the leaves in green. When using this coloring book to color, I would suggest using the color catcher and placing it right underneath the page you are coloring. I always color from dark to light. I'm going to start with the darkest color, which is Vineyard Berry. After this, I'll use Heartbeat, then Coral Bliss, and Pink Pearl at the very end. Pink Pearl is the lightest marker, and I'll use this to add highlight. So if in places that I want to show a curling of a petal, I'll just keep on using that marker to make that area appear lighter. I'll add captions to the screen if there is something important to share. I'll turn on some music so you can watch me color. So I colored the background blue and then I dropped a red marker right smack in the middle. And I couldn't just get rid of it. There was like a red bloody patch on it. So I used the fine blade scissors to cut out the image. You don't have to do it. I wasn't planning on creating a card, but now I have to. You can already see that there's a blue color here. I will use the brush pen from the fine liner pen set and cover the white outline or the blue in my case so that it's not visible against the background. Right now in the video, you are seeing a black panel, but later on, I decided to go with the green that I really, really like. I have this teal colored cardstock and I've shown this previously too. I'll use Emerald watercolor brush marker and use this to color my cardstock. I mean, I don't have a dark green cardstock and I just need to match this to my image. And I know my image is going to look better on a green cardstock than on the black. I have noticed that when I use watercolor brush markers to color the cardstock panels, they look really dramatic. Also, they appear to have a lot of depth. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not really worried about the strokes that I'm creating. In fact, I do want the strokes on there, but just a good coverage too. You can use the refills available. That's going to give you a nice coverage and it's going to spoil the brush tip. Though I use the brush markers very roughly. My brush tips are fine. But if you are worried about the brush tips, you can use the refills. I don't have the refills, otherwise I would have shown you how the refills work. But I do want the panel to be completely covered because the colors are quite different. But I'm not really worried about the strokes being visible, or there are dark strokes or light strokes or overlapping strokes. As long as these are covered, I'm good with it. Because there's no teal in my image here, so that's not going to match if I have a bit of teal showing. And this is not a watercolor cardstock, so this might warp, but I'm not using much water. It's just this pigment that I'm using. So once I have covered the area, what I'll do is I'll deliberately create some more strokes so that they're not just on this area where I was trying to get more pigment. You can also create some wood-like texture if you want to. Now that I have like some dark and the variation among the strokes here, I am going to just leave it to air dry. You can also use your heat tool to dry the panel. I created 2 panels because I do use this green cardstock a lot. And you can see this one is relatively dry. This one's wet. This one's, again, no matter how many times you create this panel, it's going to look different because obviously you are not following a specific pattern here. You keep doing this differently. My green is almost finished and need a green refill. I'll just show you how beautiful this looks on green because of the light edges. It really pops. Once done, let the panel dry completely. Then use the metallic watercolor 14 pen set and the sterling watercolor to add splatters to the background. Because this is green watercolor background, the sterling is going to react with the pigment and turn green. That's going to look beautiful. Now you don't have to do this, but I absolutely love the look. Next, use instant dimension foam tape and pop the image. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the coloring tutorial and will pull out your markers to color an image today. You do not have to complete a project. I certainly did not plan on completing a project. You can just color an image and have a relaxing day. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Hello there! Did that video just spark your creativity? And do you want more project ideas and inspiration videos too? Well, if you do, please make sure that you subscribe to the Altenew YouTube channel. Also, make sure that you do click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye!